where Jesus talks about a household divided will not stand, and
Matthew, you're confused because Matthew. Oh, you're talking about the kingdom of Satan. That's where you confuse
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah,
'Cause for a minute, you got me confused. Whose household? Satan's household.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry.
Yeah, no, but I know what you're. Yeah, what about it?
Yeah. So at first, like when I read that, it made complete sense to me. You know that logically follows through. But like the other day, I was watching like this stream of yours, like this recording, where you were talking about like Muslims
Yep.
and like how they like they do exorcisms to take out jinns from
Oh yeah, yeah,
people,
yeah.
and
Sure.
like
But did you hear my answer?
you said that if correct me if I'm wrong, but you said that what the Muslims do is like the demons which help them out are playing games and
Precisely, because Jesus says that false prophets, false Christ will do signs and wonders. By whose power? Satan, demons.
yeah, but my point of like contention was like if
Sure, yeah.
this was like the case, then like why like I mean like
Why what?
why couldn't like it be the same thing in like
Sure, it can be.
Matthew
No one
12?
says no one says that's not true of Christianity. Maybe Christianity is demonic. What do you think the Jews were accusing of Jesus of sorcery? That's the exact point of the chapter. They were saying, yeah, you're doing these miracles by Satan. That was their objection. Just because you're doing miracles doesn't mean you're from God. Do you know what that was the context?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what you're asking me is, couldn't that be true of Christianity? Absolutely. So how do we know that doesn't apply to Christianity? Because this is why you don't know your faith. What was the proof of Christianity according to the New Testament?
Is it the resurrection?
Not only the resurrection. No.
The
Beyond that, resurrection is part of it.
um is it the apostles?
No. Jesus told you the prophecies that Messiah would come, be killed, and be raised on a third day, and Jesus fulfilling those
Oh,
prophecies.
I see, I see.
That's what makes Christianity true. See, a lot of Christians don't even know this. They don't know that the proof that Jesus gave, his apostles gave, is that the prophets announced when
That's
Messiah comes, he will be killed, be raised on the third day, and then will enter glory. And when Jesus comes and was killed and was raised on the third day, and then the eyewitnesses saw him go to heaven, that's what proved Christianity,
hmm, that's
not the
crazy.
miracles in of themselves. You with me there?
Yeah,
Let me show
I remember because today I was reading John 5 and Jesus was talking
you.
about
Yeah,
like Moses talking about
exactly. Why do you
and
think he? Because Jesus gave the law, and you know what he said in the law? One of the things he told the Jews in the law. You know what he
um
said? He
no.
said there will be false prophets and dreamers who will come and will prophesy of a sign, and it will happen. They're going to tell about a miracle, and it's going to happen. But then they're going to tell you, come and follow gods you have not known.
Hmm,
God says, don't follow them. You're being tested to see if you're going to be duped and follow the miracle or be faithful to me. Here, Deuteronomy 13, verses 1 to 5. You with me?
yeah.
And if Jesus is the God who gave this law, then he knows that he's already set up a law that miracles in of themselves are not the convincing proof that someone's from God. So what is? Consistency, faithfulness with the revelation already established. Since the covenant with Moses was already confirmed, over 600,000 men, not counting women and children. So the Jews knew Moses is the man of God. God backed up Moses. Anyone who comes after Moses better confirm, better be in line with Moses, not contradicted, or he's a false prophet, no matter how many miracles he does. Here, Deuteronomy 13, verses 1 to 5. If a prophet or a dreamer of dreams arises among you, and look, gives you a sign or a wonder. See, he's going to give you a wonder, a miracle. And the sign or the wonder comes true. See, even God says they'll be able to do it. concerning which he spoke to you. But now here's the condition. Saying, let us walk after other gods whom you have not known, and let us serve them. You shall not listen to the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams. Why? For Yahweh, your God, is testing you to find out if you love Yahweh, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul. You shall walk after Yahweh, your God, and fear him, and you shall keep his commandments, listen to his voice, serve him and cling to him. But that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death. That's why the Jews condemned Jesus, because they thought he's a false prophet, a blasphemer. Because he has counseled rebellion against Yahweh your God, who brought you from the land of Egypt and redeemed you from the house of slavery, to drive you from the way in which Yahweh your God commanded you to walk. So you shall purge the evil from among you. So already Jesus told you, miracles don't prove that I'm from God. You know what proves I'm from God? The Old Testament told you to expect me. And here I am, exactly like the Old Testament said. And so the miracles and resurrection only confirm what the Old Testament said about me is true. And I'm the one. Here, Luke 18, 31, 34. But when he took the 12 aside, he said to them, behold, we are going up to Jerusalem, and all things which are written through the prophets about the Son of Man will be completed. The prophets wrote about me. What did they say? What did they say? Okay, watch here. For he will be delivered over to the Gentiles, and will be mocked and mistreated and spit upon. And after they have flogged him, they will kill him, and the third day will rise again. But disciples understood none of these things, and his statement was hidden from them, and they did not comprehend the things that were said. You see, how do we know Christianity is true? Not because Jesus cast out demons, not because Jesus did miracles, because the Old Testament said, when Messiah comes, this is what he's going to do, this is what he's going to say, this is going to happen to him. And then Jesus came and did everything the prophet said he would do.